In this video, I'm going to show you how I created this scene in 3ds Max. Okay, I actually modeled it in Revit, but then I built up this scene in 3ds Max and rendered it using Corona Renderer. All right, I'm going to be showing you how I was able to do this every step of the way. This video is going to be a fast-paced one. You can slow it down. Okay, there's a YouTube feature that you can use to, when you go to the settings, you're going to slow it down. All right, so without any further ado, let's just get started. All right. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is check the unit and then import the FBS file. Okay. Then I'm going to delete the Revit camera and lights. Why? Because I don't need them. I'm going to add Corona lights and then Corona camera. The next thing is to switch the double viewport, as you can see. And then I'm going to go over here and then select the Corona camera. I'm going to go to render setups to confirm my renderer. And then I'm going to add the camera and set it up to look good. Now, turn on the save frame, shift F on your keyboard, and then let's go and set up our aspect ratio. All right. And then go ahead and continue setting up the camera. Just playing around with the camera, Now I'm going to bring up my material editor to change the Revit material to Corona Legacy material. Okay, I'm just going to do it and then set it up to default materials. Let's go to the render setup and lock view to render and turn off the noise in during rendering. Now let's go ahead and add the environment light and then take it to material editor too. All right, so we can be able to make changes to it later. Okay, let's take it, drag it and drop, say okay, that's that. Now let's go ahead and add Corona Sun. All right. Now let's go ahead and do some tone mapping, all right? So that we can be able to see, to start appreciating what it is that we have been doing all along. Now I'm going to open the material editor and then enable cloud, in the Corona sky, so that I can have cloud and have things looking better. Okay, now I'm going to, create wall materials and then select the appropriate wall, apply the materials to them, and then apply UVW maps on them later, to make the map come out well. Okay. Now I'm adjusting the sun setting, to get better lighting. When you raise it up or bring it down, it affects the lighting, as you can see in this video. Okay, it's time for us to edit the window materials. Okay, I'm just going to select them to understand how they were modeled in Revit. All right, so select them, you find out whether to just select everything and apply glass material to it, or to create a multi, subtextures for it, as you will see me do as those videos go on. I'm going to use it for the doors. I'm going to use it for the windows as well. Other parts of the building. Okay, so this particular one is a window, so I'm going to select it and I'm going to find out how the sub materials are allocated to this object. Okay, but then if there is none, I'll just select everything and add a sub material to everything, and then select the part I want to make different, and then give it a different sub materials too. And with that, I'm going to now go and create a material for it, a sub material, like a multi-textured material. Okay, a multi-material, whatever you want to call it, and then apply the two materials to it. One is going to be metal, the other one is going to be glass. All right. All right, so now I'm working on the handrail materials. I'm going to apply a smoked, that's a dark colored glass, and I'm going to apply stainless steel on the railings. Okay, and that is that. Right now I'm working on the doors. Okay, I'm trying to apply the appropriate materials. This door is going to have glass in some place, metal in other places. So it is a multi-material. So I'm going to create, an appropriate material for it, as you can see in the video. Now let's delete these cars, okay? Just select them and delete them. The tires, oh no. So I'm going to now bring out the Explorer, Scene Explorer, and then use it to delete this tire, okay? So let me even understand what I'm dealing with here. Okay, let me just bring it out now. And then use it to select all the tires and then delete them, because this tire is, for some reason, is connected to the handrails. By connected, I mean 3ds Max sees it as similar. And it's time to work on the pavement and green materials around the site, okay? So just select this first and make it metal. That's the window frame. And then select the paved area, okay? Go to default material that comes with Corona, the normal material that comes with Corona. Okay, now I'm going to map it. 0.005, okay, set it to box and then 0.005 all over the place. If you are using files that are imported from Revit, this works. If not, just find out what works and then use it. Then I'm going to go to nature and apply this particular grass, and then copy it, come over here and then paste it. That works all the time. Let's just do additional tone mapping to get things to look better. All right. So, and then go to the Corona sky settings to add more cloud to the sky. Okay, to make it look better. All right. Now I'm creating additional wall material for the inner walls. Okay, I'm going to select them, create a material for them, and apply it to them. All right, so now I'll select this slab here and I'm going to apply material to it. I'm going to apply concrete material to it. Settings. Okay, so see if I'm going to get a better look and feel. All right, so I'm just going to mess with it. If it doesn't give me something that I might like, I'm just going to revert back to what I have before. Now I'm going to select the curbs and then the car stoppers, and then I'm going to apply materials to them. I'm going to apply concrete materials to them, okay, and then map them to get a good result in the end. Let's open the material editor and add details to the wall material, okay? This wall material that is out there, the white one. So I'm going to add like all these bumps and stuff to it so that will increase the realism of the wall. All right, I'm working on the coronal sky to get a better looking clouds, okay? So everything is going to add more serious to get this whitish stuff that's going on there now. All right, so I'm going to adjust the color of this wall material, okay, to see if I can get something better. All right, so whatever looks good, I'm just going to accept it. Now I'm going to create a dark gray Tyrolean material for the dark gray wall. The wall that is gray currently, I'm going to change it to dark gray Tyrolean material. Okay, and then adjust the material size using the UVW map. Okay, so if you don't know how to create this Tyrolean material, you can check out my channel. I've done a video where I showed every step. I even gave out the map that I'm using to do this for free. Okay, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel to keep getting nice tips like this. All right, just subscribe. I drop videos, good videos like this twice every week. All right. All right, so I'll keep touching up the materials, trying to get them to look better, add UVW map where I don't already have them. Okay, and then go around and see if there's anything that needs touching, then I'll touch them. Now I want to experiment with different aspect ratio and see what we're going to get. Okay, so let's go to the render setup. And then let's change the aspect ratio to HDTV. Okay. Adjust the camera a little bit. Well, I don't know. But for now, let's, keep working with this. So I'll just adjust the camera a little bit and then see what I can be able to get from this. Now I'm selecting the staircase to add materials to them. I'm going to add concrete materials to those staircases, okay? So it's time to bring in plants, okay, potted plants. And then after bringing, I want to place them at the balcony. So I'm going to select the floors of that balcony, okay, as you can see. And then I'm going to select the plants. Then I'm going to isolate both the floor and the plant, and then take them up, duplicate them, and move them to the appropriate positions on that balcony. Okay, then I'm going to move it up. As you can see, this is just how I'm just going to place these plants all over the places I want them. Now these plants are made, of very rare material. So I'm going to select all of them, and I'm going to convert those materials from V-Ray to Corona. It's very simple. All you need to do is bring out the Corona converter like this, and then convert. Do some settings like I did, and then convert it. Now I'm going to adjust it some more, move it around a bit, and then at the end of the day, I believe they will be in place. Now I might have to, scale some things up. Scale it up so that, it shows where you want them to show, okay? Now it's time to bring in the big trees. Okay, I'm just going to place them, and then also the hedges, okay? Place this, and then I'll bring in the hedges later. So it's just all about, rotating, moving, scaling, duplicating, and all what's not, okay? There is now the hedge, that's the smaller tree, the hedge, you know what hedge is. So I'm just gonna move it into place and place them where I want them to be. I'm going to change this concrete to, grass. Okay, so yeah, hedges can grow on concrete. I know that, but for now, let me just place them here. Later, I'll change the floor from being, concrete to grass. All right, so I'm going to select this camera. I'm going to duplicate it to create the second camera. All right, I'm just going to repeat the entire whole process. Try to get the camera to look good and all that. I've already set the light. I've already set something. It's just the camera I'm going to be working on. So follow closely and see what you can pick up. All right, I'm going to change this pavement material to something more colorful. This one is looking too, too bright, too white and all that. So I'm going to change it to something more befitting to the building. So I'm going to import them and then I'm going to relink the maps, okay? Now I'm going to duplicate the tree and then I'm going to change the concrete. That place I placed hedges, I'm going to change that concrete to grass material and then I'm going to adjust the camera, and then the hedges as well. So, all right. That's me duplicating it. Now I'm going to export the edges to proxies. Okay, if you don't know the importance of that or how to do that properly, there's a video I've done. I'm going to put the link somewhere by the right, so do well to check it out. Okay, I'm going to export all of them to proxies to reduce the file size and also make it easier for me to be working in this file. It's not difficult for me to work, but it's going to make it even easier right now. Okay. Now I want to create a block, okay, a block building behind the camera so I can cast a building shadow. There's supposed to be building there. As you can see, you see the parking lot of that building over there. Okay, so I'm going to create a block model, tracing out the size of this and then apply extrude modifier to it. Okay. Then I'm going to move it out and then make it bigger. You know, like by bigger I mean make it taller. All right, I'll position it properly. Now let's make it taller to the roughly to the size of that building, as you can see. Yeah, that is about that. Okay, so I'm just gonna come out of there. I'm going to come in here and apply material to the block that I just created. Okay, so when I do an interactive render now, you're going to see the shadow of the building I just added. Okay, you see the shadow on the ground as it should be. Now I'm importing the cars, okay? I'm importing all the cars to populate this scene so that everything is going to look even better. The entire scene is going to look better with these cars I'm bringing in. That's just one thing. You shouldn't just like do render of buildings. You should put, assets around, put props, put cars, put trees, if you can, because this particular scene, there is not enough green areas for me to put trees. So you just pave and just a little patches of green here and there. So you need to put cars to, make the scene look lively. Okay. Cars and human being if possible to make the scene look lively. Like I said, the ones that are not Corona materials, I'm going to convert them to Corona materials, and then I'm going to relink the bitmaps of all the cars. Okay, so that everything is going to be looking proper, the way they should be looking. So what I'm just doing now is top mapping, additional top mapping to make some adjustment to get this image to look better. Okay. So I'm adjusting the color, that inner wall color. I'm adjusting it. I want to get, something brighter, for that inner wall. So yeah. All right, let's open the render setup so we can set up our output size. Okay, and then the noiser. That thing I just turned off doesn't have any consequence. Okay, just leave it the way it is. It doesn't matter. Okay, so yeah, render. I'll cut this video and resume it when the render is done so I can save out. Okay, so the render is done. All right, as you can see, let me go ahead and save it out. All right. So now that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a like. And if you're new to this channel, subscribe. All right. Not only subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future tutorial. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.